Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela and it is so good to see you. We are already almost halfway through January, which is absolutely crazy, and I kind of just wanted to sit down and do a video talking about last year and recapping on 2021 and what my goals are for 2022. So what I have here is basically this year, what my goal was to accomplish last year, and all the big highlights that happened in every single month. Of course, I'll put little pictures right here as I talk about it, but yeah, I'm so excited to remember all the good parts of it last year, but remember, you don't grow without the bad parts. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right on into the video. I just got my COVID booster today, and my arm is very sore right now, and I think I'm starting to feel the side effects of it because I swear I'm getting hot flashes. But we are gonna start off with my goal. So last year I actually had a goal, and I sat down, thought about what I wanted after having such a hard past couple of years, and my goal was to do things that make me happy. So basically I threw everybody else out the window because I always focus on other people's feelings before mine. And so last year my goal was to really focus on myself and doing things that made me happy, because there was absolutely no way that I could make or benefit anyone else's life if I was not truly happy myself. So that's what I really focused on last year. In January, I was so excited. I was finally hired at probably one of my absolute dream jobs. I was hired at Nebraska Medicine, which is such a great organization to be a part of, both just the people that are there and then the education that happens there. It's an incredible team to be a part of, and I'm really learning a lot, and I cannot wait to further my career in medicine, and I've absolutely loved every second of it. February, I actually turned 21. It is so crazy to think that I turned 22 this year, but I turned 21, and that was really fun. If you know anything about me, you know I'm not a big drinker, so even after I turned 21, I wasn't doing a whole lot of partying or anything, but it is so nice and relaxing to go out with friends after dinner and have a nice drink and sit down and chat. It makes you feel a little more elegant and just older and sophisticated, and there was something about just reaching that milestone that was really fun. In March, I went to Vegas to celebrate my 21st birthday. That was so much fun. I finally got to go on just a wild weekend vacation, find cool new places to hang out and eat, and I went with my bestie girl, so that was really fun. I also in March got lip filler for the first time. So I've talked about this ever since I was younger. I have wanted lip filler since I was probably in middle school, which sounds totally crazy. Love your body the way that it is. Some lip filler just happened to be the thing that I wanted to change about myself. I just wanted a little bit of a poutier look and lips that were more proportioned to my face. So to get the chance to be able to fix something like that on me and just make me feel more confident outwardly was really nice for me. We are on to April. So these next couple months, not a whole lot of big things happened just because I was in school. But in April, I did happen to get my first dose of Pfizer, and that was such a sigh of relief. You could kind of see an end in sight, and so that was really nice to get to do. In May, I also got my second dose of Pfizer, so that was cool. And I also went to one of the biggest zoos in the US with my aunt. We live actually not very far from it, so it was really fun. I love the zoo. The aquarium is my favorite part, and it's just, I feel like zoos are so relaxing for some odd reason. In June, I went to Arizona with my bestie girl. We stayed in Scottsdale. A friend of ours had a house that she let us stay in, or a condo that she let me and her boyfriend and my best friend and I stay in. I hope that made sense, but it was so much fun. I love the aesthetic of Arizona. There's something about it. I hope I move somewhere towards that area of the US later in my life, like Arizona, Utah. The aesthetic of it is just something that is so on brand for me. yeah, I had a lot of fun. Again, found some really cute local places to eat at and just have a whole lot of fun at, so that was cool. July, I visited my bestie girl in New Mexico because she lives down there. We went and did a lot of cool things while we were there. We ate at some cool places. We went to Carlsbad Caverns. Is it caverns or taverns? I'm not sure which one it is, but we went on a hike there. I realized how greatly I lack in my athletic ability going down and hiking there. And we also went to White Sands, which was really, really cool. Got some awesome pictures. It was really fun. August, I started school and I actually started taking anxiety medication, which I learned was not for me. If anyone who knows me knows that I struggle greatly with anxiety. I always have, but when I got on this specific round of anxiety medication, it actually did quite the opposite to me, and I could not stay awake. So basically the medication that I was on was supposed to help slow down my brain and my emotions, my feelings, and all that fun stuff, and it basically slowed down everything. So I was sleeping around the clock. I could not get myself to stay awake. I was in a really, really depressed mood, even though the pills I was taking were supposed to be called happy pills. It did the opposite to me. It's rare, but it happens. I got off of it after about a month, and now I'm on nothing, and I'm learning to manage in other ways. In September, I experienced a few new things in my city. So I do a lot of traveling like outside of my city and finding cool places to eat and places to go like that. But in September, I really wanted to focus on finding things in my town. So we went to round one with my best friend at the arcade, did bowling, karaoke. That was really fun. Went to this not restaurant, it's more of a cafe called Cultiva. That's actually just near campus, and it was so good. They have the best cold brew I have ever had in my life. I can drink it black. It is that rich and sweet and delicious. It's my favorite. Oh, and I started my microbiology class, which is insane. I enjoyed that class so much, and seeing bacteria had to be so exciting. That's so nerdy of me to say, but I loved watching bacteria grow in that class. So that was a fun thing for me to start, and literally the only class that I looked forward to. In October, I went to my favorite fall festival called Junkstock with some of my bestest friends, and that was so much fun. Got some really cute aesthetic photos, checked off some Christmas shopping, and that was super cool to do. In November, I actually met up with an old friend from high school. It had probably been about a year since we had seen each other. We love each other to death, but we got busy with lives. Our lives kind of went separate paths, and so it was really good. We caught up and had dinner and went out for drinks, and that was really fun. I also got my second round of lip filler just to get my lips to its desired fullness, and the fullness that it's at right now I'm in love with. I shouldn't have to go in for another year, so that's exciting. And lastly, in December 2021, I went on the trip of a lifetime to Vegas, where there's an entire vlog over it, but I saw Barry Manilow, ate at Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. I really just went out of 2021 with a bang. It was the best trip I have ever been on, hands down. And I got to do it with my mom's best friend, who was my best friend's mom. Does that make sense? It's my best friend's mom, and it was my mom's best friend. So I went with her, and then of course I went with my bestie girl, and then her boyfriend showed up like 3 days later. So it was mostly a girls trip, and then he came for the last tail end of the trip. But we just had so much fun, got to go to so many cool places, really just lived it up, lived our Vegas fantasy. I'm really thankful that I got to go. At the end of December, my best friend, like she does every year, visited my city, and we just really chilled and hung out and exchanged gifts. And of course, basically everything that I've talked about here, I've made a video about. So if you want to see something more in depth about a topic, of course, go ahead and check back on my channel. I'm sure there's something about it on there. Overall, for 2021, I was super duper busy. I worked 6 days a week, every week. I still work 6 days a week, every week. So I was very busy, but I got to do some incredible things, and I am so thankful, and I'm really, really proud of myself for focusing on myself. There were a few hardships last year that happened, and I'm so glad that I didn't let that affect me in a negative way. I kept pushing, kept trekking along, and kept continuing to do things that made me happy and made sure that I was taking care of myself. So now on to 2022's goal. I've kind of already started this. I uploaded a video about it already where I did massage cupping therapy. But I think my main goal this year is body rejuvenation. So last year I focused on doing a lot of things that made me inwardly happy, and I think this year I want to focus on things that are going to make me outwardly happy. So just making sure that I am on my feet enough and getting enough activity, not doing any like heavy workouts or anything, but doing stuff that just make me feel a little better about my life. Getting massages done, doing meditation, yoga, literally any of that, just smaller things, watching what I'm eating a little bit more and coming up with creative ideas to make food fun that's healthy, to make healthy food fun. Yeah, so I think that's my main goal for 2022. If you watched my last video, I had mentioned that I'm in the middle of redecorating my apartment. You can kind of see it right here. I don't have everything already ready, but I would assume within the next month or so I will have everything kind of laid out. School starts next week, so we got to get back into that groove. I don't have any terribly hard classes this upcoming semester, but it's gonna be a second to get back in the groove. I've enjoyed this break so much. This last month being off of school is actually the first time I haven't been in school in the last 2 years. So it has just been an amazing time of relaxation. So yeah, even like I took summer courses, I took courses over winter and fall break last year. Like I just kept going and kept going. So it was really, really nice to have a month off where I've done absolutely nothing besides sleep, eat, work, and watch movies. Done. End of story. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you want me to do more sit down and talks. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I kind of just want to connect with people a little deeper on YouTube and share thoughts and feelings and ideas and all that fun stuff. So if you're interested in seeing more like that, please let me know down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell if you want to be notified of the next time that I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.